Hey guys, welcome back to Frenemies. I'm Ian, and we're back with more Arrow. So last episode we had what's his name? Jeremy Stanley? Yeah, I think his name's Stanley. Anyway, the Star City Slayer, I think is what they called him. So yeah, that happened. Oh, he slit Dinah's throat, so that's probably she's not gonna be able to use her cry now. So that kind of blows. Man, they keep depowering people. It helped with budget, I get it, but man, I hate that they did that to Dinah. They had moved William out, so that he'd be safe. They realized after Stanley attacked, it just wasn't the best for him at the moment. Although someone pointed out, and I thought about this after I was while editing, you're wanting to have a normal life and not worry about crap like this, but you're going to Central City, the city of metas. there's a serial killer there right now. I mean, granted, you're not. Well, I wasn't saying you're not targeted, but they still know Oliver Queen is, especially over there. So they're gonna know you're his kid more than likely. But still, that's his grandparents. If they want a normal life, they're gonna have to move. San Jose is just not gonna be a good spot. But I don't understand why they haven't, apparently because in the flash forwards, I guess from that point on they don't meet William anymore. Like, why? Is it because of this thing? I mean, is it because of the crisis? And did they not tell him? And the thing with his daughter, with their daughter, with Felicity and Oliver's daughter. Speaking of which, is she gonna tell him that today? Anyway, so he didn't know about her. So that's 18, 19, I don't know, early 20s years that they hadn't had contact. So what the heck's with that? I don't know. These flash forwards make things a little weird. Because she had her throat slit, so we knew she wasn't gonna die. It still sucked, but we knew she wasn't gonna die. So that was kind of sort of, I don't know. I feel like the flash forwards had there was a pro and con for it. Apart from a lot of cons, but the pro is, it's putting you on edge because you know that somewhere down the line she gets her throat slit. So there's that, but you also know she's not gonna die. So it also takes the edge off her dying. I don't know. I'm not sure what their plan is exactly. Because now, not only that, because this flash forward is saying this is where they're gonna be going, so they're gonna have to write, follow the story up until that point. They can't really change things, and it's not gonna. I don't know, because it's not gonna end. I don't know. Maybe that's gonna happen, after the crisis. That's gonna be why the crisis happens. Maybe I don't know. We'll just. I won't even see Emiko at all last episode. I don't think. Let's just start the episode.
I'm coming!
Okay, she's dreaming about not being. Okay, well.
You can't protect your baby.
This is the bullet that killed her mother. Her mother was murdered?
You didn't know?
She didn't tell you. No. Look, I'm not trying to get in the middle of any family drama.
Too late. Mia, my dad told me to keep a watch on you. He'll keep you safe. But I know who your father is.
Your dad knew too?
Who the hell is
your dad?
John Diggle is my adopted father.
The vigilante.
Doc?
So you've been lying to me this entire time.
You were too!
Acquainted.
You didn't really come here to tell us about resurrecting an old Argus Station program.
Tell you who's on it.
It's not about the program. It's about who's in it. Ricardo Diaz.
You have to be joking.
He's not free, Felicity. He has a bomb in his head. If he makes one misstep...
I don't know if that's good telling her that.
You realize that this is the second time you have prioritized your job over keeping your friends safe.
You're working with Argus does keep you safe because it makes the world safe.
You can keep telling yourself that.
Oh boy. It didn't help that she's on edge from the dream, so that's... I don't know how, telling how long she's been having it. No. Felicity. Felicity. Alright, well, I haven't seen Laura in a while either.
Okay, Operation Blow the Head Off the Dragon is officially a go.
Yep.
I override Argus's security protocols and accessed the bomb.
But is it really worth the consequences?
Yes, it is worth every consequence. I have to protect my family.
You're not getting any consequences, Felicity.
By family, you mean you, Oliver, and your baby?
Oh.
What are you, psychic now?
Well. Nice.
Really snap your wrist next time. Get just a bit more power.
How the hell did you get in here?
I have something for you.
I'm guessing she paid him to say she was there.
Says this guy committed suicide about a week ago.
Wait, that was right when we started looking into Felicity's disappearance.
Uh-oh.
What about the coroner?
Another suicide.
Star City's bad, but not that
They're
bad.
cleaning up.
Killed him, except for Mr. Diaz.
Dante will deal with him personally.
None of them have guns? Yo, dude, you just want to run. Work. They gave her trick arrows?
Great.
Focusing on killing the maniac who wants to kill me and my family might be a little bit more helpful than eating that banana.
One, you need the potassium. Two, yes, you're right. Your husband's job is to be the enemy of monsters, and those monsters are going to target you and your family like they always have.
Thank you. That is incredibly reassuring.
There will always be another Diaz. You just have to have faith that you can handle the next one, and the one after that, and the one after that. You know, this baby's really lucky to have you. And if you want to kill Ricardo Diaz, I am not going to stand in your way. But don't do it out of fear. Because you have nothing to be afraid of.
Wow. Laurel's grown.
Geometry's a bitch. How we looking?
Fantastic.
Don't.
The weight on these feels a little strange. Did you make these yourself, or?
No.
Oliver.
I'm just asking because when I started out, I made most
Oliver!
of my own arrows, and I can
Don't.
show you a trick or two if you want.
I'll handle Thornton. Copy that.
God dang it.
Mine.
There's two of you now?
You're gonna tell me everything you know about the murder of Kazumi Adachi.
Andrew Thornton, up against the wall. The authority of the SCPD, I'm placing you under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. I've been doing this a long time. She's new, she's unsanctioned. I'm trying to help her.
But she didn't ask for your help. Imagine how you would feel if when you first started your quest, someone basically ripped your father's list out of your hand and taken over your mission. See that move she did with the bow with hands?
It's impressive.
Ridiculous. Just be a brother. Oliver being my dad got my mom killed. Then he and Felicity promised to stay in my life after my grandparents took custody, and then I never heard from them again.
Oh, they're blocking
And my whole
calls.
justification.
You knew him back then. Was he a hero?
Yeah, he really was. And you know, I'm starting to think that this rock was supposed to lead me to you. Family was always the most important thing to our parents.
Damn it, you are here to just talk me into joining you.
Well, did it work?
And Smile says yes.
They asked me to be in the field.
In the field with whom exactly? Diaz?
I told John it was your decision. Felicity, I think there's a better way. I think that, but that's my choice. I have no right whatsoever to make yours. I swear I will not stand in your way.
Thank you.
I have your back, no matter what.
Tell John you're coming on the mission. And so am I.
How did he get his? How did he lose connection?
My God. Diaz must have used a defibrillator to short the chip out.
That's why we lost his signal.
You owe me a debt.
This is the payment. It's a setup.
Dang it, Diaz. I mean, it's not that I knew he was a good guy, but
Forgive me, princess. Don't miss.
oh god. Okay, so he's pretty good apparently.
Didn't we go through this already? You don't have what it takes.
I do. And I'm not scared of you. And I'm stronger than you are. Which is why I'm not going to kill you.
Hey, baby!
This is over.
For now.
He's gone.
Where's that random knife through? I thought he might. They didn't show Lila because she might have gotten hit.
Agent Bell will be getting a hero's funeral. The official story is he was at the embassy on a covert assignment that went awry.
Right. So it's a cover-up. I'll be the one to resign. Look, we will tell them that I took out the Ghost Initiative without your consent and without your knowledge.
No, this is my responsibility.
Lila, listen to me. We have no idea how far this conspiracy goes.
Being terminated for an OPSEC violation will ruin your career.
But you still have yours. Let me take this fall.
Then you give me a chance, and I've, of course, immediately overstepped.
Pretty much.
That's what big brothers do.
No way.
What is that?
I think it's a mini cassette.
Wow.
My grandparents had an
Oh,
answer
that's
machine that used
really
these.
old.
I want our children to know that they're the most important thing to us.
Think about it, Oliver.
You said children?
I'm pregnant.
Impressive.
Dante.
You shouldn't be here.
Fuck.
Is that any way to greet an old friend? I hear you and Oliver Queen are getting along quite well.
You trained her.
He trusts me now.
Good.
No!
What are you doing here?
Uh-oh. You're being caught on fire, brother. Who was that? Well, that's that in for Diaz. Well, okay, that's a bunch of crap in like the last 2 minutes. Jeez Louise. So, okay, Diaz is done with finally. I'm not upset that he's dead, but who was that? And who, like, someone's cleaning up. And you recognize the person, it seems. It has to be somebody that works with Dante. Maybe. Or was it Laurel? No, it couldn't have been. Slabside. Who would he recognize? It has to be somebody we know, right? The other guy's dead. I forgot who he was, but the guy that Lila knew. Speaking of which, Lila's keeping her job because Dig's gonna be taking the hit for her. And it's gonna be ruining his career. So I mean, the good thing is I don't know if they'll accept him now, but he, excuse me, Jesus, he's at least deputized to work with the police force. I don't know if that's gonna fall through now because of his career being ruined, but he did it to save Lila. So, man, they're such a good couple. All right, well, going to the beginning, Felicity has been put on edge because of this, her nightmare that she's having, that she's not with depicting Diaz being the, she's worried and stressed and about not being able to protect her family, especially with the new baby coming, and that put her kind of on the, not the warpath, but that kind of, whenever Dig came to them and told them that they're kind of working with Diaz, that he's on the new Suicide Squad, she was ready to blow up his head. And I said before, like, couldn't she, like, telling her that he has a bomb in his head wasn't exactly the smartest thing, because then she could just hack it and, trigger it, which they showed that she was definitely ready to do that. She even had hacked into it already. But I mean, I know she's been kind of harder than she used to be. More, not, well, for lack of a better term, ruthless. So it's not like out of the blue that she would be ready to kill him. But I feel like the new baby coming and the dream that's kind of showing Diaz killing her and putting her family in danger didn't exactly help the situation. This is going a little bit forward. They're going to show Oliver. He's trying to contact William, and he apparently hadn't been answering his calls. I originally was wondering why he's kind of just cut ties all of a sudden. Well, not necessarily cut ties, but just like ignoring Oliver. From the flash forward, it seems that that William didn't even get the calls. So either the grandparents are screening the calls and not telling William about it, or somebody else might be doing something to keep them up. This is kind of a tinfoil theory, but maybe somebody else is just trying to keep them separated for some reason. Is it the guy Dante or Emiko's? Because Emiko apparently is working with Dante, so that's great. Like, is she bad, or is she just not know what he exactly does? Now that kind of explains how she knows what she the skills that she has. Because Dante, we saw that he went toe to toe with Oliver, and it kind of almost seemed like he had a slight advantage over him. But maybe that's just how that fight went. Like, maybe it's not like every time he's gonna come out on top. It wasn't like a overbearing advantage either. It was just like, he had the up on him. Luckily Lila was there. But then he just jumps off the building and he survived. Like, how high were they? Did he just land somewhere or something? Like, how did they lose him? Oliver has his grappling arrows. Why didn't he just go after him? Or I don't know. It's just like when they disappeared before they could look over the wall or whatever. But yeah, so that's probably where she got her training from. I don't know if she's bad. I hope she's not. Man, Oliver keeps getting betrayed. Everybody's got to have a betraying somewhere in some show. Well, except for really Legends. Well, no, Legends had that too before. But like, man, Oliver's getting screwed over again. It's weird that nobody knew about Oliver and Felicity's daughter, Maya. Like, what? How did they keep that secret, and why did they keep it secret? I mean, is that just Felicity's paranoia? Like, if nobody knows about her, then that's the least amount of exposure she'll get, and the other, like, public won't know about her. Like, they keep her hidden from the world, because apparently, if they didn't know, that means, her existence wasn't publicized either. So that means the world wouldn't have known about her, or at least the city. Like, was Felicity just that paranoid, and Oliver was okay with it? Or is this like after the crisis and Oliver didn't really know or he didn't have any say in it because he wasn't there. So I'm like, because is this leading towards Oliver being, gone? Is he or dead? I don't know how that's gonna work in Crisis. Because Maya doesn't like she didn't. She only had Felicity apparently. Like she didn't know her dad, so she didn't know because she didn't know about the how vigilantes were, how he was, back in the day. She'd asked William if he really was a hero. The flash forward finally got me. Well, not finally, but this flash forward in particular has got me curious about what exactly has been going on with Oliver Felicity and the city, of course. But like, now we have this cube within a cube within a cube. Cube, what is it? Cube cubed. And she had a cassette in there, a mini cassette at that. That's old. Like when they were talking about when they were trying to repair the bunker's equipment. Was that the bunker? Or is that did they call that the okay, whatever. The old hideout. Like they were trying to fix that equipment and crap. Zoe was like, what's funny because Zoe's part of that era, so it's not like she doesn't know what era, but she was old enough to know that equipment. That equipment was pretty high tech back in the day. Now it's kind of weird that she was kind of like harping on it. Essentially, it's not. I mean, it's 20 years or it's about 20 years old, so. I mean, yeah, but I mean, don't harp on it because I mean, it can still, if someone knows how to use it, it'll still definitely get the job done. But going back to what I was really on, that mini cassette, that's old. Like for me, that's old. I remember cassettes. Like but I don't remember the mini ones. Well, no, I think I remember having a mini one, but like I remember using the normal sized cassettes when listening to music or listening to like stories. Like there was a like in audiobooks, there was kind of like that. They had the blah, blah, blah. What's it? I just blanked on it all of a sudden. The cassettes. There you go. Jesus, I'm literally talking about it a second ago. Yeah, they would have the cassette, the book on the cassette, and to listen to the like sometimes it would be too big, so like listen to the rest of it, you'd flip the tape. Which is interesting thinking about it. But I'm sure they can figure out. Maybe they can make something to play what's on the cassette. Maybe they can scan the film and digitalize the audio. I mean, it's the future. I mean, come on. You can't tell me you have hologram crap that you can work with. You can't tell me that you can't digitalize cassette film. If nothing that, they can at least try to somehow scrounge up an old cassette player. So Connor is adopted. Could they not have another kid? I mean, you can still have a kid and adopt as well, but I'm just curious. I don't know. I wonder what drove them to. Drove them to decide to adopt. Does something happen? I wonder if this is gonna happen, or like it's gonna come up in the present, like within this season. It'd be interesting to see the process of that. Like not the process of them finding him. Like maybe is he like on the street or is he actually in the system? But Maya didn't know that he was Diggle's son, and she had kept the fact that Oliver was her dad a secret, and she kind of it seemed like she felt bad about keeping that a secret from him, and then she finds out that his dad knew and wait, that's right, Diggle knew about Maya. So it's not that nobody knew. Diggle knew. Does Lila? I mean, Lila would have to know, right? He would tell Lila, unless Oliver asked him not to. But Dig knew about Maya. So, I mean, it kind of makes sense. Dig and they're basically like brothers. So Dig knew, and he told Connor or John. Did he call himself? Was Connor like his original name, Connor Hawk? And when they adopted him, it was John Diggle Jr. But yeah, so like he kept that a secret. That John was his dad and that he knew, and told him to watch after Maya. It's something like Maya. When she found that out, she was livid. Which I mean, yeah, she has the right to feel that way. But I mean, getting on his case for it when she did the same thing is kind of hypocritical. I mean, granted, I guess she didn't actually keep the secret from him, seeing as he actually already knew. But the intentions were there. You know, she was keeping that from him. I don't know if she ever planned on telling him. So I mean, I don't know. She was doing the same thing, but it's not always rational when when you find things out like that. So I guess it's not necessarily something that you can exactly rationalize when things are heated anyway. I guess so. I just thought it was hypocritical, but yeah. I mean, everybody's guilty of being hypocritical at one time or another, so it happens. I thought going to when Oliver first steps into Emiko's place, she throws the knife and he tells her that really snap your wrist next time, gives him more power. And then he's also later like weighing her arrows, testing it. He's like, "Did you make these? Well, I can help you out." He just like that's just so funny. He's trying so hard to help her out and to work his way into her life. He's trying too hard to help her out, and he's overextending. And sometimes you don't want every little thing examined and not necessarily kind of critiqued and told them that this can be done better. So younger siblings don't technically tend to like that all the time, especially when it's so new. But it kind of seems maybe that she was this. Well, part of it might have been genuine, but because I'm pretty sure the whole thing with her mom is still a thing, is an actual thing, and she is trying to go after whoever it was that killed her mom. But some of it, if she's working with Dante and trying to hurt Oliver, then some of it, the wall she was putting between them might have been a facade, and she was just trying to make it not seem too easy or obvious, to make it seem like she was trusting him so that he would trust her, or that make it seem like his trust in her is genuine, I think is what I'm trying to say. But bringing in Dante, that means he already knew about Oliver and he was already intending to go at Oliver for some reason or another. Like, what is the reason behind him going after Oliver before? Like, I just thought that whenever Oliver went and attacked him with Lila and them, that would have been his reason to go after him and his family later. But apparently he was already gunning for Oliver to begin with. And why? Like, what's his beef with Oliver? Now that the people are trying to uncover the reasoning behind Felicity's death and if she's actually dead or not, someone's gotten wind of that and is now trying to tie up loose ends. Like, there's 2 suicides with like pretty close within each other, and related to Felicity's murder. So I don't know. Is she being kept not hostage, but is she being kept to be used for something, and that's why they're trying to cover it up, or they're trying to keep them from finding out who attempted to kill Felicity? Earth 2 Laurel's come a long way. Like, she did a lot in helping Felicity and giving her the advice that she did. It seemed like those 2 in particular have gotten pretty close too. So I mean, it's kind of crazy seeing how much this Laurel's grown. As we all know where she started, seeing where she is right now, it's a feat. I'm really liking her this season. Not that I didn't technically. Well, the character wasn't like. Katie Cassidy was doing a phenomenal job acting her Earth 2 persona. It's just, obviously she was really bad. Like, she screwed us over a lot. But this season she's working at being the DA and being a better person. And I don't know, it's just cool seeing how much she's grown. Especially then she was trying to talk. Well, she's kind of talking Felicity into thinking about not killing Diaz, which is a huge thing for Laurel. You know, she's like saying that there's not really a reason for her to go out. Telling Felicity there's not really a reason to go after Diaz now. So I don't know. That's huge for Laurel. Though it was kind of cool of Oliver, the way he knew that Felicity had been planning on killing Diaz, but still he had given her the choices. You know, if you go through with it, I'll back your play. You know, I'm not gonna try to take this choice away from you or talk you out of it. Like I personally feel that there's another way, but I won't. You know, that's my choice. I'm not gonna make your choice for you. So that's everybody's grown. That's crazy. Especially, like, I don't know. Thinking back to season 1, Oliver, it's just he has grown. Like as just I don't know. I'm gonna hate to see this show end if it ends next season. Just the character growth is just. It's been 7 years. Well, that's the thing I'm really gonna mention because looking over this, I've pretty much talked about everything else. Is how like giddy I got whenever she told Oliver. I'm just such a sap for that crap, man. I don't know, seeing like whenever she was saying our children, I was like, the first time she said, I'm like, Oliver, come on, pay attention, focus, man. Listen to what she just said, children. And like when she said it basically like two more times, I think he's just like, did you say children? And just like the smile like that, you know, spread across her face, and she's like, I'm pregnant. And then, you know, just his face is just the man, I'm such a doofus for that crap, man. I wasn't. It was a kind of a short moment, so it didn't exactly get me to like tearing up, but it was like I felt like at the back of my throat, you know, when it like just the kind of the emotion kind of there. It was at that it was up to that point. It wasn't quite like welling up yet, but it was just like, if this is like, if they focus on this anymore, I probably will start to like at least well up in my eyes. Oh man, I'm such a sap. Well guys, that's it for this week's episode of Arrow. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to check out the rest of our content, go ahead and click the bell right next to me. And if you want to stick around for next week's episode, go ahead and click the subscribe button. If you want to be notified whenever our videos go up, go ahead and click the bell icon down below, or you can just follow us on Twitter. Link to that in the description down below as well. That's pretty much it, guys. Thank you again for watching, and hope to see you next week.